Welcome to Reinvention Africa. I'm Quincy, and this is the show where we try to give you guys impact and hopefully leave you with a hopeful message about the pandemic in under 5 minutes. Today, I'm joined by Edith. She is a communications expert as well as a gender-based violence advocate. Edith, thank you so much for your time today. I'm going to jump straight into question one and ask you, what have you reinvented lately?
Oh, thank you so much, Quincy, for having me for this episode. I really appreciate the wonderful work that you're doing. Yeah, so to begin with, during this period of COVID-19, it really made me to think outside the box. So there's this idea that I had for a long time. I was thinking about starting a movement around gender-based violence, awareness, and advocacy. And I kept on like brushing it away. Like I was actually telling myself, how am I going to do it? So I was like, okay, I will do it another time. I kept on pushing it year in, year out. And so I think when this COVID-19 hit us here in Kenya, that was during March, late March, I started thinking about this idea. And I was like, I think this is the right time to go ahead and start doing something about it. So maybe to begin, I was like, because I am very good at communication issues, I can use my communication skills to start writing blogs, raising awareness about gender-based violence. And then from there, maybe something might come out of that. So late March, that was around March 23rd, I started a blog and I called it Safe Speaks. So the aim of the blog was just to create awareness about gender-based violence, to offer resources to survivors, and then of course to invite other interested or other organizations that work around this issue to share their information, their services like safe spaces, counseling, and any other assistance that they offer to survivors of gender-based violence. I got a lot of volunteers all over the world. So I have volunteers from the US, I have volunteers from Africa, I have volunteers from UK, like all people who are interested on raising awareness about women's rights and gender-based violence. So what started as just a blog, my passion of writing and raising awareness on gender-based violence has now grown to like a global movement. It's no longer now a blog, it's an online organization with people like willing to share stories and resources to help others, especially people in abusive relationships, be able to move out of that and thrive, lead a life that is healthy and achieve all their dreams. So I'm really excited.
I'm also excited about that, Edith. I think, you took your idea and not only did it evolve, but you reinvented it from just a blog to a social media presence to a global movement now with volunteers. And I think you're doing amazing work. That brings me then to question two, because I think you have a lot that you're excited about. Tell us, what are you most hopeful about or excited about going forward?
Well, thank you so much, Quincy. I appreciate those kind words. So going forward, even though like COVID-19 is still around us, but at least now we know how to be able to continue with our work despite the pandemic. So I'm really excited for Safe Speaks because I know like this time, because we have a lot of volunteers, people who share the mission of this online organization or online movement, as in we are now looking into doing a community-based initiatives, because I've come to realize like matters to do with gender-based violence, we need to go like context by context, community by community. So come up with initiatives that are going to work in using that community context. So we are excited about coming up with initiatives whereby we are involving men to be like role models or ambassadors, so that they can be the ones who are championing for healthy relationship and relationships whereby every person is respected. Because going by statistics, like it's mostly the statistics, it's mostly women who are the survivors who are affected by gender-based violence, because you find perpetrators is also mostly the men. So we are thinking of initiatives whereby we can have more men coming in and being able to champion for good relationship, healthy behaviors, and respect for women.